As you go forward in your business, I think it's important for you to realize the value of getting a mentor or a coach, but just someone who has a little experience and can talk to you about your ideas. I want to give you an example of someone who contacted me because she wanted help, and I'm going to read her email to me. She said, "I really need Lorelei Crafts' help. I want to start a business matching shoes with incredible art that is similar, yet I don't have the finances, my credit is screwed up, and I just don't know what to do. I no longer blog on shoes, although I still get hits, but I have no interest because I feel I can't do anything with it. Other bloggers have suggested that I turn it into a business. I don't know how to start. I don't have the income, and I've lost my job. I'm unemployed, and I'm feeling quite scared. Please help me." So I wrote back and I said, "Well, I looked at your website and it's really quite attractive, but I have these questions. Number one, who is your audience? Who is your target market? Number two, how do you make money from your target audience? What do you sell to them?" I would check out selling short articles on Kindle for 99 cents. There are a lot of people pulling in some decent income with short pieces of interest to target markets, and it costs you nothing to get started. The nice thing about the internet is that you can make money without needing investment cash. You obviously know how to make a great website, so you're already far ahead of many people who are just starting. And by hooking onto the sites your target market visits, you can reach them much more easily. But first, you have to have a firm grasp on number one and two, who's your audience, and how do you address them, and how do you make money from them. And she wrote back and said, "Thank you. I do know that my target market is mostly females between the ages of 16 and 40. I am not sure how I can make money from them or what I can possibly sell them. So yes, this is something I must address. I will check out selling short articles on Kindle, as this is very helpful. Thank you again, and I hope that something positive will happen to me." So then I wrote her back and I said, "Well, you need to break your target market down even more. Not all females between 16 and 40 are interested in shoes or can afford high-end ones. What income bracket, what professions, what are their interests? You need to tie what you obviously love to what they do, want to learn more about, and can afford." And then I suggested this. I would check out women's history and the history of fashion, even the women's studies department at colleges. Tie that to something going on currently as a hook to get in some talk programs. How about the issues that women are having with their feet now that they're wearing 5-inch heels? Get a historic perspective of when the Chinese used to bind women's feet. Become the recognized expert in your field. If you write some short articles on feet, you can email that info about what you have onto Kindle and to women's studies professors. Make it a catchy enough title, and you can up the price from 99 cents. You'll also have a ready-made audience for your future articles. You can search colleges and universities for the names of the professors and their emails, which makes it a wonderful world to search in out there. Just some ramblings here, but you can see how big of a topic you have. And she wrote back and said, "Thank you. I didn't know that my world was so big." And that's the value of working with someone. Many people have the mistaken idea that if they get a coach, it means that they're not quite good enough on their own. But in actuality, the opposite is true. Many people who are very competent and high up in their fields have coaches. Michael Jordan had a coach right up till his last basketball game. Jack Canfield is another good example of having a coach. You wouldn't think he'd need one, but he obviously knows the value of it. I also invested $10,000 for a year's worth of coaching in Las Vegas with a man who, he was actually the secret millionaire on ABC's Secret Millionaire program, he still had a coach. As well as he had done in the business world, he knew the value of investing in himself. And just remember, a good coach will not tell you what to do, but will give you different ways of doing things, different roads you can travel on. You are still in charge of the decisions, but you are opening your mind to seeing out of the box that you've normally, seen the world in.